Good afternoon to Dr. Siti Noor and my fellow friends. We are from Group 7 and we are going to present the scholar who named Igor Ansoff. My name is Ong Fei Shin and my matrix number is 254263. So I will start the presentation with the biography of Igor Ansoff. Okay. Igor Ansoff was born in Vladivostok, Russia on December 12, 1918. He was born to a US diplomat father and Russian mother. Ansoff was an outstanding Russian-American scientist and mathematician. He is known as the father of strategy management, and he is also famous with his development of the strategy model, which is the Ansoff matrix. Ansoff has died of complications from pneumonia in California in July 14, 2002. Okay. After that, Ansoff immigrated to the United States with his family after 18 years lived in Russia, and he was graduated from New York City's Stuyvesant High School in 1937. Ansoff's scientific career gained color in 1937 when he started studying at the Stevens Institute of Technology, which is the SIT. He then received his MSc degree in dynamics in SIT. Then Ansoff studied at Brown University and began his doctoral research in the area of applied mathematics and the theory of elasticity and plasticity. After that, Igor Ansoff then joined the UCL Senior Executive Program after this study and his research activities. Ansoff was a distinguished professor and he carried out a lot of research in the area of strategy management for several institutes for 17 years. Igor Ansoff is well known for his research in three specific areas, which are the concept of environmental turbulence, the contingent strategy such as paradigm, which was a concept that has been validated by numerous doctoral theses, and the real-time strategy management. In addition, Igor Ansoff was an advisor and he consulted with hundreds of multinational corporations, including Philips, General Electric, IBM, Sterling, and Westinghouse with respect to strategy management issues. Okay. After that, I will going to talk about the awards gained by Ansoff. So Ansoff's work was appreciated by a lot of people and he received many awards during his career. He was one of the business thinkers included in the Business Encyclopedia in the US in 2002. Ansoff's work was also recognized as the second of the top 100 management books in Europe compiled in the Netherlands. Besides, he was listed as number 27 of the top 50 thinkers in the world in 2001. Ansoff also received 5 honorary doctorates from University of Bath, Stockholm School of Economics, Twente University, Helsinki School of Academic, and Accademia Italiana di Astronomia Aziendale. Okay. After that, I will talk about the history and definition of Ansoff matrix by Igor Ansoff. So the Ansoff matrix was developed by Igor Ansoff, who was an applied mathematician and business manager. Ansoff had insight into business management and he wished that he could contribute to the subject of strategic management, his thoughts and ideas. So he developed the Ansoff matrix. This well-known marketing tool was first published in the Harvard Business Review in 1957 in an article called Strategies for Diversifications. Nowadays, the marketing and business admin students are usually familiar with his development and Ansoff matrix. This matrix is a tool he devised to plot the generic strategies for the establishment of a company via existing or new products in existing or new markets. The strategy tool has since then been taught at university for business students and also used in companies all over the world. Igor Ansoff created the product or market diagram in 1957 as a method to classify options for business expansion. The simplicity of this model is that all the 4 strategy options can be applied to any industry. The 4 strategy options are market penetration, market development, product development, and business diversifications. Besides, the reason Igor and Ansoff created the Ansoff matrix is due to the Ansoff matrix is a very useful tool for developing market launch strategies. The matrix for product and market context provides the entrepreneurs, decision makers, and also marketers a framework for developing their company's growth strategies. Ansoff metrics can also help the business decide their product and market growth strategy. Okay. The Ansoff metrics show 4 strategies for business growth. It helps to analyze the risk associated with each one. The design is such that each time one moves into a new quadrant, horizontally or vertically, the risk will increase. So Ansoff metrics has 4 quadrants with products on the x-axis and market on the y-axis, both showing existing and new products or services and markets. So this metric suggests that a business attempts to grow depend on whether it markets new or existing products in new or existing markets. Okay, that's all for my part. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yeoh Wan Mei. I will proceed to the next one, the application of management strategy. Igor also have identified 4 strategies that is Ansoff metrics. The benefit for Ansoff metric is to help the company to classify their strategy choices and evaluate the risk. Okay, first we can see in the box, we have 4 small boxes there. The first one is market penetration, which is consist of existing customer and existing market. The second is product development. This is focused on new product with existing market. Okay, next, market development. Which company enter the new market with existing product. Last one is diversification, which consists of higher risk to enter the new market with new product. Okay, let me introduce one by one. The market penetration simply selling more of the same product to existing customer. To do this, a business need to find new ways to increase the customer loyalty and grow customer lifetime values. Okay. For example, companies should have a new marketing strategy to promote the existing product. Second is launch with special price and giving promotion. Third one is promoting the product, repositioning the brand. Okay. Second, product development defined as a growth strategy where the business seek to sell its existing product into a new market. Okay, there are many ways of approaching this strategy, like you can see the below. First one, innovate a new product offering to replace the existing one. Okay, second is R&D, research and development. Third one is to be a first party to enter the market. Okay, a very simple example for the product development is Apple. Apple innovate and design new product like iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and MacBook, and launch it in existing markets such as the new one, iPhone 12. This shows that Apple keep moving in developing new product to meet the needs of customers. This also attracting the new customer and serve the existing customer. These are the process of product development to meet the demand of customer. You can see the 8 process there. Okay. For the market development is to attract the new customer to an existing product. New customer can be defined by their geographic location, a new country. When you already have your own product, but you want to take on new market, this is the best strategy to expanding your business. In this case, a high marketing effort is required even more than the market penetration strategy, because going in a new market also have certain risks that you need to face it. You can see these are the importance of market development to enter the new market. Okay, first one is target different geographic market. Second is use different sales channel like Facebook Live. You can see nowadays Facebook Live very famous to sell the things. Okay, third one is use market segmentation. Okay, let's say the example of IKEA. IKEA home country is from Sweden, which is the world's largest furniture retailer. IKEA keep expanding to new market. They operated 422 stores in 50 markets around the world. including 4 stores in Malaysia. Okay, last one is diversification strategy that consists of higher risk compared to other 3 strategies in Ansoff metrics. The company enter the new market and come out with new product. This is why call high risk between them, because the business is moving into a new market, which it has a little or no experience, although higher risk but have the greatest potential on gaining the revenue. Okay. Diversification can be classified into 3 types of diversification strategy. That is horizontal, vertical, conglomerate. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Good morning, madam and everyone. My name is Kai Shean and my metric number is 254577. Now I'm going to continue to present the contributions of Igor and Ansoff to strategic management. As we all know, Igor and Ansoff was the founder of the concept of strategic management. Among the theories or concepts developed by Igor and Ansoff, he is best known for his research in 3 specific areas, which is the concept of environmental turbulence, contingent strategic success paradigm, and real-time strategic management. What is the environment turbulence? The concept of environmental turbulence states that a company's strategy needs to take into account the level of turbulence exists in its environment to ensure the efficiency and effectiveness. Environmental turbulence is a model of the business environment that consisting 5 levels of turbulence, which are repetitive, expanding, changing, discontinuous, and surprising. The turbulence levels are ranging from stable and predictable to highly changeable and unpredictable. First is repetitive environment. In this level, the change is slow and unpredictable. Firms do not change their products and services unless being forced by a threat to their survival. Second is expanding environment. It refers to a stable marketplace and is growing gradually. Firms in this level will not change their products or services in the absence of threats from competitions, whereas they make incremental move based on their experience. For example, they will achieve success by maximizing their market share. To be continued, third level is changing. Changing environment is an incremental growth with customer requirements altering fairly quickly. Firms at this level will focus on improving their products and services to serve the future needs of existing customers. And fourth level is discontinuous environment. It is characterized by some predictable and some complex changes. In this level, firms will prepare to abandon their current position or success because the new opportunities is being perceived in the environment. And lastly, surprising level refers to the change which cannot be foreseen, such as the development of new product or services. So the firms are flexible and committed to creativity. Furthermore, the organization must also consider the internal factor and the external factor when respond to the environmental changes. This means that it is important for decision makers to acknowledge the differences between perceived and realized environmental turbulence. Thus, the organization has to ensure that the organization is constructed in a way if an appropriate strategic decision is made. In conclusion, Professor Ansoff discovered that the most appropriate strategic formulation and decision processes would be influenced by the degree of environmental turbulence. And the second one is the contingent strategic success paradigm. The contingent strategic success paradigm is a systematic study of strategy which to help an organization assess its turbulence level and to examine if it has a strategic alignment problem. Strategic alignment problem means connect the elements of a business to best support the fulfillment of the long-term purpose. In short, the paradigm can assist organization to choose the best strategy based on the rational and logical strategy progress, far better than those that will depend on the risky or opportunistic decisions. Contingent strategic success paradigm is based on 3 variables, which included the turbulence level of the organization's environment, aggressiveness of the organization's strategic behavior, and the responsiveness of the organization's management to change according to the environment. And in this paradigm shows that the profitability of an organization can be improved or being perfect and efficient when the aggressiveness and management responsiveness of the organization both match the environmental turbulence of the organization. Otherwise, the financial performance may drop. Therefore, organizations have to interpret the level of environmental turbulence and align the strategy and capability accordingly. For example, the strategy and capabilities that are appropriate for a high level of turbulence will be costly and wasteful for organizations that are operating in a low level of turbulence. Thus, the financial performance will be declined. So from the research of Igor and Sophie has empirically shown and proved that the different environments demand for the different corporate responses. Besides, the same strategic option also does not guarantee the optimal financial performance under all level of turbulence. In this paradigm, we can see that turbulence, strategy, and capability must match to optimize the profitability. And the third concept is the real-time strategic management. Real-time strategic management is the applicable strategy that can be used in a high level of turbulence environments. It can also refer as the strategic issue management, which responds to signals in the real time. So the purpose of this real-time strategic management is to prevent the strategic surprises and to respond to the threats or opportunities. Strategic surprise is an unexpected event or development that will destroy or ends the existing strategic assumptions of an organization and demands for a new strategy responses. And below are some distinct characteristics included in the real-time strategic management. For example, application of strategic diagnosis to assess the organization's readiness to success in the high turbulent environment, and the priority attention to ensure the proper mindset of key managers, or also the designing the strategic planning and position of the organization. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Siew Ming and I will continue with criticism of the management theory. First is the Ansoff metric. Ansoff entry was developed in 1950 and is only based on two factors which are products and markets. It is undeniable Ansoff metric is simple and old, although the Ansoff metric is one of the cornerstones of growth planning. For example, the product markets metric completely ignores the competition. Next is logical consistency challenge. Although Ansoff metric is a legendary tool, it has emerged with two logical problems, both group related to assumption or interpretation pertaining to newness. As if one assumes a new product very new to the firm, in many cases a new product will simultaneously take the firm into a new unfamiliar markets. In that case, one of the Ansoff warrant, namely diversification, is redundant. Alternatively, if a new product does not necessarily take the firm into a new market, then the combination of new product into the new markets does not always equal to diversification. And in the sense of venturing into a completely unknown business with the model and many subsequent interpretation of the models in textbook and assume. And next is isolation challenge. Ansoff metric probably misleading, which is called deceptive, used by itself. It's fair to consider the challenge and risks of change to business as usual activity. Apart from that, it does not take into account the activity of competitors and the ability for competitors to counter move into other industries. An organization hoping to move into new markets or create new products should examine whether they have transferable skills or flexible structure and supportive stakeholders. And the first criticism is Ms. Burr and so debate on strategy formation process. And so was often criticized by Ms. Burr argued that so-called design school methods implement flawlessly in practice and all but unattainable goals. He also argued that the correct context for the design school is one of the extremes of a strategy formation continuum. And so defend the design school, but his counter-arguments were off topic. And so initiated a second debate in which he critiqued Ms. Burr's model of strategy. Ms. Burr's counter-argumentation addressed only a few direct points of critique by Ansoff, choosing instead to dismiss the majority of Ansoff's critique by arguing that Ansoff misrepresented his view that Ansoff article was based on research which had not been peer-reviewed, as well as the Ansoff research methods are descriptive, not prescriptive. His criticism, his criticism is based on the belief that Ansoff dependency planning suffers from three mistakes because there are prediction that strategy thinking can be isolated from operation management, and that hard data, research, and technique can produce new strategy. And next is conclusion. Igor Ansoff is known as the father of strategic management. Ansoff codified management decision making into three core areas, which are strategic, administrative, and operating. This codified management popular in management teaching and become a tool for growing business, real exiting of new products, in exiting of new product or new markets, and so principle make management more strategic and stable in the future. The answer metric has proven useful and with the use of real-life evidence. It accurately describes the most effective strategy business and can use depending on their markets and customer segment. And thank you. That's all from us. Thanks.